So you've got a new job offer and you're relocating to Northern Virginia or Loudoun County and you're excited about coming to do some home shopping, but you're gonna be bringing your kids and you're not really sure how to work that or how that all kind of works. Well, stay tuned because I'm gonna break it down about how to relocate and do house shopping while bringing your kids with you. Hi, my name is Griffin. I'm a top-selling real estate agent in the Northern Virginia and Loudoun County area. I work for Loudoun Living at Pearson Realty. I also run a very popular moms group on Facebook called the Loudoun Moms that has everything you need to know about being a mom here in Loudoun County. And often I get a lot of relocation clients come to me every year. They're relocating from everywhere across the state or across the country. And they're wanting to relocate specifically to Loudoun County because they've heard that the neighborhoods are great or the schools are great. It's a close location for their work. Or they've done a lot of research and they just found that this was the right area for them. And they're coming for their shopping trip, and usually it's like a 3-day weekend marathon house shopping trip. And they're gonna bring their kids with them, but they're a little bit nervous about how does this all work? So I'm gonna give you some of my tips and tricks from a mom's point of view and a real estate agent's point of view about how to make this a little less stressful and a little less crazy, but you can still get everything done that you need to. So first and foremost is let your real estate agent know ahead of time that you'll be bringing your kids or another person with you. And you're thinking, why does that matter? Well, when I'm house shopping with clients, whether they're relocating or they're not relocating, the major thing to know is how many people are coming with us. Because to view, say, a single family home, it may take anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes. A smaller condo may take 10 or 15 minutes to view. But that's with 2 people that are like actively looking at the house and we're kind of chit-chatting and talking about the pluses and minuses of the home. However, when you throw in children or aunts and uncles or grandparents or other people into the mix and we have a lot more people coming, it's going to slow down the process. And when we're booking appointments to view homes, we're booking them in time slots. Typically, it's a 30-minute time slot. Occasionally, the seller only allows 15 minutes. If it's a really popular house, sometimes that happens, and that's like a marathon. We're clicking through these. And sometimes we'll have a 45-minute window. But it's important for us to know ahead of time so that way we can schedule the adequate amount of time that it's going to take us to go through a house. Because obviously, a 5,000 square foot, 3-level single-family home is going to take a lot longer to go through with 5 or 6 people than it is with just 2 people and a real estate agent. So definitely let us know ahead of time so that way we can adequately schedule enough time in each home and we can be prepared to make sure that we give you enough time so you can view the home. Next is if you're gonna bring your kids, let us know because we wanna schedule in breaks, right? Because I don't know about you, but I cannot house shop for 4 or 5 hours without a bathroom break. Does anyone say Starbucks? Something. Because you're gonna get thirsty, you're gonna get hungry, someone has to use the restroom. It doesn't matter who you are, it happens. And so let us know so we can schedule in breaks. Typically, I can do, I would say, 5 homes in about 2.5 to 3 hours, about 3-hour time frame, maybe 3.5 hours. It just depends on how many people are with me. So I will try to schedule a break after every 3 to 3.5 hour chunk. So just kind of know that going forward, if you're going to be bringing little ones with us, like maybe under 5 years old, kind of let me know because I may end up scheduling a break at the 2-hour mark because chances are someone's gonna have to use the restroom. And it's so often that, yes, we're looking at homes and there will be restrooms, but oftentimes some of them are vacant. And I don't know if the water's on or if things are working, or some sellers have signs up saying don't use the restroom. So I'll need to be able to kind of look and see where we're shopping and kind of schedule in, stop at McDonald's or a Starbucks or somewhere where I know there'll be a restroom. So definitely let us know if you're gonna be bringing children or extra people along with you, so that way we can not only schedule the amount of time, but then schedule in some breaks. Next is the most important part. I will say a lot of clients tend to fly in like on a Thursday or a Friday evening, so that way they're here for the long weekend so they can see homes as soon as they hit the market. What's very important is I say take the first day or the first half of the first day. So if it's the first half of Friday or the first half of Saturday, and get a lay of the land. Because so often when you're looking at even Loudoun County, there's many different cities within Loudoun County. So you really want to kind of narrow it down and kind of hone in on an area that you're really going to want to be in. And then also look at maybe some of your top, so I would say pick your top 5 like cities or neighborhoods that you want to be in and take a drive through. Because so often someone will say, I want to be out in Purcellville and Western Loudoun, or maybe in Sterling or Aldie or Ashburn or Leesburg, but I'm not really sure which one. drive out there, because Western Loudoun, like say Purcellville, is going to be more rural. There's not going to be as much out there for you. You know, it's going to take you maybe 30 minutes to get to a Target, versus Sterling, you might be 5-10 minutes away from a Target. So maybe that's something that's important to you. So really get a lay of the land, drive your top neighborhoods, and kind of see like, is everything we wanted it to be, and everything that we did our research on the internet, you know, does it match what Google Earth showed us? Did we look at some of the HOA information? Does it look like a neighborhood that we can see ourselves in? Does it have crosswalks and street lights and sidewalks, and we really like that? Or do we pick a neighborhood that has no sidewalks, no amenities, and it's really far out, and maybe we don't want to be there? So really take the first half of the day. I say, you know, get out the door like 8 or 9 o'clock. Go look at different neighborhoods, look at different areas, and then let's meet up around after lunchtime. So say noon or 1 o'clock. The best part about that too is if you have little ones with you, you've eaten breakfast, you've eaten lunch, so everyone's kind of not so hangry, they're kind of in a better mood. And we can just do like a snack break in the middle, and then we can leave, or you know, we can depart and kind of have you guys decompress for the evening, go have dinner, decompress, and then put everyone to bed. So really that second half of the day is really the key time to go house shopping. If you're bringing little ones or extra people with you, it's really best to explore in the morning, have some lunch, and then you meet up with me and we go house shopping. My last 2 tips are, if you're going to bring kids with you for house shopping, and again, if you're relocating or if you're just buying a home and you live in the area, there are going to be 2 things that are going to make your life a lot easier with kids. Now, obviously, it depends on the age of your kids. So I would say, you know, probably 3 years old and up or so, is they're going to get a job. And either Miss Laura gives them a job or you're going to give them a job. And it's so important to give them something to do, because otherwise they're going to be distracting you when you're looking at a home, right? It is, think about even just going to the grocery store. How hard is it sometimes when you're pushing the cart and you're like, okay, I know I get milk, eggs, cereal, and you're like in your head, you know, I'm like always in my head, like milk, eggs, cereal, all the things I need to remember. And, you know, I'm putting the stuff in the car and they're like, look, Mom, there's candy here and there's cereal, this, and, you know, they're distracting you. It's the same way with house shopping. They're going to distract you. So give them a job. The easiest jobs, again, depending on the age, is sometimes they'll say, hey, if they like this house and I have to try an offer, and you know how many stairs there are. So can you count the stairs for me? And you know how many kids are like, yeah, I got this. And they'll start counting all the stairs, or I'll say, how many windows does the house have? I need to know how many windows. So they'll go around and counting. And one client said to me one time, she's like, that's such a weird job. It's not anything I need to know. But the secret is they're occupied. So you can focus on seeing the house and the way it is, because this is really sometimes your only chance to view the home before you want to write an offer. So we're looking around. Are there water stains on the roof? Does this living room configuration fit for you? Is there a pantry? Is the laundry upstairs, downstairs? Because you're not going to remember these things, and you're not going to be able to focus if you've got a child constantly, you know, dragging you here or dragging you there. So give them a job. It'll make your life a lot easier. And when you get into the car, another really great job is to have them start asking you questions. And I'll give you the sheet about the house and a pen, and have them write down the likes and the dislikes. So they'll say, hey Mom, what did you like about the house? What didn't you like? And they'll write on that sheet of paper. What's great about it is, especially if they're good, they got good handwriting, is when you get back to the hotel that night, it's super easy to go, oh yeah, remember the blue house with the front porch? We really liked it. Had the laundry upstairs, but it had no pantry. So it really kind of helps you to remember that house, because I'm going to tell you, if we're seeing, you know, sometimes 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 homes in a day, it's going to be a lot of homes, and you're not going to remember them all. I'm not going to remember all. So it helps to have them have a job of writing down all the pluses and minuses that you liked about the home after you've seen it. Lastly, I cannot stress enough. So if you're coming here for a relocation, definitely I say stop at the Walmart, stop at the Target. If you need a recommendation, you know, I can tell you where the closest one is, or even just any of the grocery stores, and get a little cooler, or bring one with you. Like I had one client, was phenomenal. They had this really cool cooler. It was flat and then it popped open. It was kind of one of those soft ones, and they just got a whole bunch of ice in Ziploc bags from the gas station, and they had to bring waters, or probably not juice, but just like waters or things that conceal, put them in your cooler, and then bring lots of snacks. So, but I would say clean snacks, okay? So nothing with chocolate, no gummy bears, like popcorn's really good, not too greasy of chips, stuff like that, that it's kind of, granola bars are good if they're not too chocolatey, because you don't want dirty hands going into everyone's homes, but they're going to want a snack between the houses, and it just will help stretch this out a little bit longer and keep everyone kind of fat and happy. And then I always recommend having some sort of a little sweet treat, like a lollipop or something at the end. So if they're really good for the whole shopping trip, you just maybe give them a lollipop after the last house. It just kind of gives them some sort of award or something that they're looking forward to at the end of this, because I will tell you, most of the time the kids say, Laura, your job is the worst and it is super boring. And it's like, I get it, you know, this is not the best thing in the world for you guys, but I'm trying to make it fun. So jobs and snacks are my last 2 tips of things that you really want to do to make your shopping trip for relocating super easy. So whether you're relocating or you're home shopping with your kids, I hope that these tips really help you by making the process just a little bit easier, because trust me, everyone has to bring their kids with them when they're home shopping, and having some of these little tips and tricks in your back pocket will make it so much easier for not only you, but for your little ones. If you have any questions about relocating to the Northern Virginia or Loudoun County area, I have a link down below to my relocation guide that'll help give you lots of information all about this area. And if you have any questions about buying or selling a home in the Northern Virginia or Loudoun County area, I'd love to be a resource for you. My contact information is linked below.